Welcome to Thorough Talks 215. I am your host, E, with my co-host, Brown. Talk to him.
You already know, dog.
We in
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
What it do? And we got a special guest.
We got a special guest. We have a super special guest, and I'm so happy and proud and excited because this is our first interview with Brown.
Yes,
How do you feel, bro?
I feel good, man. I think it's going to be another good one.
Of course. We're putting that work in, baby.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to introduce a father, military veteran, served in the Navy. Thank you, sir. Teaches at UPenn Digital Media. Works at Risk Youth as a mentor. Clothing brand designer. Team No Reggie. Got that fly shit. Photographer, videographer, drone pilot, graphic design. The man doesn't sleep. Bringing ideas to life one frame at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest, Marks Rivera, my man. How are you, sir?
What's up, fellas? What's going on, man? Thank you for having me on.
What's good, my
Thanks
nigga?
for coming in.
Hey, you know, it is what it is, man. You forgot, man. I do 3 other things too. Yo lavo, plancho y cocino.
Oh! You see?
Vaya, y es boricua. ¿Tú eres boricua?
Chacho, papi, de vez en cuando, sometimes.
Se le sale.
The little jibarito come out.
Absolutely. I'm so excited because Brown for a while was telling me about you, and he was raving because you have a lot on your plate and your story is inspirational. And so that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to target people like you where you come from the same neighborhoods we come from, HP, North Philly, right?
Yeah.
And you changed your life around, man. And so people want to hear that. People want to know, how did this man do it? How did he go from being a certain way, switching his mindset, and now having your own business, working with the youth? Talk a little about that. Let's talk about how you went from the street life into the military and go from there, bro.
Well, basically, I went to the military first, actually. I went to the military right out of high school. I graduated in 96.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Girard College right here in Philly.
Okay.
Boarding school. I was the only Boricua in the high school.
What?
First person to graduate from high school in my family.
Nice.
Which was a big thing at the time, but I hated school, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like school.
We all did.
We all did, bro.
I was a CD student,
Okay.
straight CD. You know what I mean?
Hold on, let me stop you there. Usually CD students become millionaires. You know that, right? There's a study on that. I'm gonna get back to that.
I didn't know. Hey, speaking to existence.
That's right.
Man. But after high school, I kind of got into it with my mom, Dukes, and I left the crib, and literally 3 weeks later, I was on a plane headed to the Great Lakes, Chicago. To the
Okay.
Navy.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So you was in the Navy. How was that experience?
Now the Navy was a whole that was a whole story in itself. Like everything I've been through in that, I've been around the world. I've been to Europe. I've been to Africa with them. I was a weapons expert in the military. Like I used to work on weapon systems, like computer systems.
So you're a dangerous human being.
Nah.
Hey Brown, who you brought in here? A
basically,
sniper,
no,
bro?
check
Like,
out.
come on,
It didn't even like that.
He's a sniper with the camera, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
right.
No, but after I did schooling for like 2 years because I did boot camp and my schooling in the same spot, so I didn't leave Chicago. And then after that, I moved to Virginia. No, I moved to North Carolina for like 8 months to another school. And then I ended up in Virginia Beach. And then that's when I was booted out the service.
Okay.
And that's when I came back up here.
Okay.
Okay.
That's an amazing story, and the reason why, to me, that's an amazing story because most people don't get out of the neighborhoods they come from. Most people get stuck, right? And especially with us, Latinos and blacks, we have a tendency to be followers sometimes. I hate to say it.
Yeah, but that was never me. I was never a follower. I always been my own person. And a lot of people thought that I was running from Philly, but I knew there was a lot of opportunities out there, and I just wanted to meet people and do things and explore. And that's really what I was running to. I wasn't a run away from nothing. It just, I made a lot of bad decisions with that. And unfortunately, it not unfortunately, because it led me back to to Philly, and is a part of my life. It's a part of the path
Right.
to get to where I am now.
So if you were to give somebody advice, like there's a young kid out there right now, right? And he's going through that where he's struggling. He one foot in, one foot out. He wants to do the legal thing and he wants to go the legal route and make his family proud, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about the people that you love and not disappointing them. What would be the advice you give a young man or a young woman that has that situation right now where they're not sure if they should go into military, police academy, school, but they stuck in the street?
Thing is, I'm come from a tough love era, so I'm not really. I mean, I'm into giving advice, but it's gonna be tough. Like, I'm not gonna. I like to sit like excuse me.
Take your time,
my
brother.
words out.
You take your time.
I like to. I would rather say to that person, you're a grown ass man. You know what you got to do.
Right.
There is no, I'm undecided. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do that. You're a grown ass man. You know what you need to do.
Okay.
That's my advice.
So, quick question.
Uh-huh.
What are some of the things you do, like as far as like, you know, to make money and, you know, just to
Your
get
profession.
Your profession, pretty much.
Well, basically, I do a lot, man. I'm a photographer, videographer. I'm a licensed drone pilot. I'm actually in the FAA government system.
That's dope.
I'm an at-risk youth mentor, graphic designer. I design clothes. Got my own clothing line, Team No Reggie. Got my own business. There's a lot of stuff that I do. There's a lot of stuff that I aspire to do that I still want to take on, but I'm just not finished with the projects I got now. I recently just had my first documentary on national TV. On
People, check that out. He got the documentary. Tell the people where they can find that.
Yeah, you can find it on the PBS WHYY website. The documentary name is called Vanishing Roots. And you definitely gonna see me on there. I got all the credits: executive producer, filmmaker, editor,
Dope.
sound. I really went in on that project, and it was a project that I did on FDR Park in South Philly.
Nice.
Yeah, and the gist of it is basically how the city government and city officials are taking bits and pieces of this park, which is free and open, which is a free space and safe space for the community. And they're talking about that they're beautifying it, and then once they finish doing the work that they're doing, now the public has to pay to access these areas.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so they knock down nature trails, picnic areas, so they can build these 3 huge soccer fields that now people have to rent to use.
Wow.
And it's no longer free to access.
So initially they came out to say they were going to help the community. Now they want to profit off.
Yeah, because they talking about they're going to make the space more beautiful. And,
That's crazy.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, because I'm very interested in this question. When you say you work with the youth, that's very important to me, because me and Brown, we have a lot of conversations on why is the youth lost, right? We had a conversation recently on the rappers today, the drill rappers, right? And why they post all the negativity and commit crimes that are attached to the post. Where do you see, where is the youth, lost? Do you believe it's the government? Do you believe it's the state? Is it a mixture of the parents? Is it music? Is it a culture thing? Is it spiritual? What's your thoughts on that?
I just think that the kids have too much access to any and everything. So if you limit access and cut off access to these kids, like everybody's phone is listening, watching you. So you know if a kid is picking up a phone all day, every day, limit his reach on the internet. Limit what he can open, what he can use. So that way, if he can't use shit on his phone, he can't post, he can't get likes, he can't let people know that he just did something to his eyes.
Right. Let me piggyback. There's certain countries in the world where you only have a time frame to be online. In the United States, right, it's like a curfew. In the United States, you could be on there 24 hours. There's no regulation.
Everybody has rights and this and that, but that's the trade-off. You wanna be a free country. But then, there's a whole bunch of shit tied with that, because if you try to regulate access, then what else are they gonna try to regulate?
Right.
You know.
You don't want to open that door.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
it's hard, and I've been doing the youth mentoring for about 5 years now, 5-6 years, and the worst I've seen were not sure if y'all remember a few years ago where an old head was killed like 2 a.m. by like a pack of like 13.
I remember that. I remember that.
Well, not to say the names or whatever, but I was at the youth study center with 2 of those kids in a circle,
shit.
and we were doing a circle. And this kid was in the mindset of like he was on castigo, like if his mom sent him to the room, like go to your room for the rest of the day.
You're saying his mindset?
Yeah, he thought he was
Right.
he thought he was going home.
Wow.
Oh shit.
He didn't grasp.
How old was he?
He was 14.
He thought he was going home.
Now in this small mini prison is what I call it, because I've been to prison. I've done 7.5 years. I've done 7 months straight in the hole. I know what shitty
Conditions.
conditions are.
Right.
These kids are living in shitty conditions. And right now, the staff that they have with them are people that are just putting their 8 hours in and going.
Going home. So they're so in other words, they're not putting the right care. They're not
no
putting the time into no programs.
All these
Is
kids-
that because the government took the programs away?
Not because they took they took government they took programs away, but I'm not too sure of the actual reasons. It's got to be political because it's not financial.
Okay.
There is so much money that
Absolutely.
goes unused every year that are for programs for these juveniles.
Okay.
Last year alone was my first year that I got a $10,000 grant from the city of Philadelphia to teach a drone camp.
Congrats,
Kids
man.
17 to 34 years old.
Are you getting a lot of support with that? With
Well,
the drone?
at first I did, but now I got the grant, I got the drone, so now I can hold the classes for free. It's just a fee of giving up my time. That's it, because the city paid for everything else. But there's money out there like that for different programs, and I got curriculum for everything. Like you mentioned in the beginning, I'm a teacher, summer instructor at the University of Pennsylvania, and I teach digital media.
How does now? I'm glad you said that. How do people get that information to start? Let's say if next is in the summer, correct?
Yeah, in the
So if there was somebody that wanted to start this summer coming up, what
Well,
would they
that
do?
one's strictly for students that are part of the Upward Bound program.
Okay.
Now, the Upward Bound program is a program that helps high school kids. Now, the kids they're helping, these are already high school graduates. They're on their way to college.
Okay.
And they take my course, my digital media course, for extra credits.
Oh,
So all the kids that are in my class want to be there.
Right.
There's no one to stipulate it.
Right. You
there.
got to
So-
push them. Yeah.
Yeah, so class is always exciting, and the first year was a little rough because I never, I'm a nigga from the hood. I
Right.
never, I ain't got
Yeah.
no college education. I never did any of that, but I'm teaching something that I love to do. So
And I'm glad you said that, and I don't mean to cut you off. When you do something that you love to do and you have passion for it, it doesn't
not
feel
work.
like work.
No.
It doesn't
Yeah,
feel.
yeah, yeah.
People don't understand that if you don't have a purpose and a passion, life is boring, bro.
yeah, definitely, man.
You know.
so
You gotta
real
have,
quick.
gotta have a passion and purpose. What up?
So you was talking about earlier that you do photography and videography and stuff like that, right? So can you give me like a little story behind on like what got you into photography, and were you self-taught or did somebody
man.
teach you? How did you, grow for this passion of what you do?
The story of me getting into like what I do now was kind of crazy because, like I told y'all, I was booked. I came home and the only job I could get was in the back of a warehouse packing boxes.
Yeah.
And I had that. I did that for like 8-9 months. I became manager and everything in 8-9 months.
Yeah, because you put in work.
But by me doing all that in that time frame, I was not happy at all. Every day I'm going in like, I'm better than this. I'm better than this. These niggas ain't paying me what I'm worth.
Right.
Yeah.
And I quit. and I started selling drugs again.
So, which we don't condone, by the way.
So
we don't
and
condone.
I don't condone it. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Right. You're not celebrating.
I'm not trying to. I'm
right.
not celebrating
right.
bragging it. It's just a part of the journey that I took.
Yeah.
And at that time,
You got to do what you had to do.
I was I only did it out of frustration. I knew that wasn't the only thing I could do.
Yeah.
But I knew that I knew how to do that.
Yeah,
well.
but that wasn't his calling. This is the great point. Your calling wasn't that. A lot of times you may meet somebody that's down and out, right? Or they doing things that are not legal, and we quick to judge. We've all done it. We're quick to judge,
course.
not knowing that there's a calling for that person.
Yeah.
That's why this segment is so important, and I'm so happy to bring him on, because Mark's journey an hour's not enough to talk about what you've been through. And I congratulate you, because you served in the military and you have this list of things that you're doing that people wish they can do. How do you get up every day? What motivates you, bro? Is it your son? Is it just your past? What motivates you every day to do this?
It's my purpose. I get up every day with the purpose, because I know I'm not where I want to be yet, but I know the steps I have to take. So I'm just grinding every single day.
Right.
Like, people say no days off and all that. I don't believe in that. I've been living that since before it was a fact.
Right.
And saying no days
Before it was cool, right?
Yeah, like, I'm not a holiday person, and that's not to say that I'm some type of Grinch or something, or something,
Right.
you know. Every holiday come around, I'm like, bah humbug. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
It's not
right.
me. I
right.
celebrate. But I know that I have to sacrifice, and I have to keep sacrificing to reach that level that I want to.
Absolutely.
Okay. So real quick, because I know the audience is probably watching right now, and they want to know, the question I ask is, how did you get into photography?
Well, it's a long. I don't want to say a long story, but just to try to make a long story short. I used to work as when I came home, and the last job I had was as a building superintendent out in Mount Airy. I was in charge of 3 buildings.
Oh, man, you've had a lot of jobs, bro. Yo,
But listen, the only reason why I got that job was because a good friend of my mom, he's been there for like 15, 20 years.
Okay.
And they knew I knew how to do like what Boricua don't know how to do hand
right,
shit.
right. We were raised that way.
Spackle,
Absolutely.
drywall, change
Paint.
the fucking drain, paint,
all types of shit. Yeah.
All you need is a
grass.
box cutter and a belt.
That's what I used to do for the buildings, and I had a free apartment. I lived there for like a year.
Nice.
Oh, dang, that's
So
dope.
anyway, big shout out to my man Phase One. He was big in the underground rapping and all that.
Okay.
He was in his crib chilling.
FaZe, what high school he went to? Did he go to Edison?
No.
Okay, all right. I thought I remember somebody named FaZe in high school. My bad.
Nah. So anyway, he was in his basement chilling one day. We smoking weed, and he was vicious rapping ass nigga. This the type nigga that just starts freestyling. We in line in McDonald's.
One of those,
Nigga,
yeah.
what you doing? Like, just for no reason.
Right,
Man,
right.
He was big into it. So, and a lot of my friends that I went to school with were, and but I never rapped. So we was in his basement one day, and he was not crying, but he was just bitching about.
He was venting. He was venting.
Studios,
Yeah.
So I said, my man, I got you. We drove to my apartment building, and I got all the material: drywall, framing, wood, paint, spackle, window, door.
Damn.
To build him a studio in his basement.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
that's
So
love, man.
the same night, me and FaZe was up for like 5-6 hours building that booth. He hooked everything up, and he was hype. He was hype. I said, yo, bro, I don't rap, but since I built this joint, I'm spitting the first verse. I said, yo, bro, since I don't rap, I built this joint. I'm spitting the first verse in here.
Right.
And ever since that first verse, I just kept rapping.
Also, hold on, wait a second. You're a rapper also.
Yeah, I used to-
Hold on,
He
wait.
got
That's not
bars.
on the list.
He got
Killer. You
bars.
gotta tell. So you got bars too.
I got albums. Hey,
What
YouTube
is
videos.
your name? What is your name as far
Oh,
as
my name was Marksman.
Marksman? Folks, look out for Marksman. Album coming soon, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Listen, you got a lot on your plate, man. Real shit. And I ain't saying that to boost you up. You got a lot on your plate, bro. That's what's up.
Mark's got that brass knuckle rap.
Yeah, that's taking it back.
Yeah, you already know.
But yeah, I started rapping, and we started doing that for a minute, and then I'm the type of nigga that I don't like wait. I'm impatient.
That's how I am. Yeah.
I used to think that was a problem of mine. But I actually think that's a good quality.
Absolutely. And let me.
I'm only impatient for the bullshit.
But listen, but the sense of urgency is what's going to bring more business to you. And if people lose business because they're nonchalant about it, right? If you're paying me for service, right, and you see that I'm popping up when I want to, oh, not today, then I'm gonna lose that business.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
fact,
I'm glad you said that.
you know what I'm saying?
Because that's what I was getting into, running into all these photographers and video directors to do my stuff, my music. Because now I'm a rapper. Now I need music.
Right.
videos. I need photos.
Time is of the essence.
I couldn't find nobody, so then I was like, you know what, man? I'm gonna try to do this myself. So I picked up a camera after my first music video, and that's when I met Rec.
Rec,
The director directed my first music video.
He a
Me and
Philly
him-
dude?
No, he from Jersey.
Okay.
But me and him got real tight, and we actually opened a brick and mortar studio, photography and video. And
Where is
music
that at?
studio
Where was that at?
Right next to the Swagger House. Under the
Okay,
L.
under the L.
But that was when I made the decision to quit selling drugs cold turkey.
Thank God, man.
And just do that full time. Like everybody thought I was crazy. My baby mom, my mother used to thought I was like think I was mental.
Hold on, wait a minute. Because you wanted to go and switch it up?
No, because I did it cold turkey the way I did.
That takes a lot, man. That takes a lot.
I know, because me, it's only two speeds with me, on and off.
Right.
I don't got no chill,
medium,
crew
no
loud.
medium,
I'm just
yeah.
I'm full head out or I'm chill. Like I ain't going.
Right.
Me? And then from then on, the photography, for me opening the shop, I grew a really good relationship with my brother Ron Pichardo from
Shout out to
Slaughterhouse.
Ron Pichardo. Brown, shout him out.
And that's how,
Ron, you already know, dog. Shout out. That's family,
He's gonna come
dog.
on the show. We gotta get him on the
But
show.
yo, I used to watch this nigga like he used to smoke an L with me, and looking the other way, airbrushing 30 fucking rest in peace.
Yeah,
shirts.
t-shirts and
Like,
shit.
damn, nigga.
Yeah.
But being with him was what got me into the fashion,
There you
and
go.
making gear, making clothes, and the graphic design. He was teaching me. And then from there, like I'm like, yo, I'm a creator. Like,
Yeah, it took off.
This is what I'm meant to do.
Right, that's your calling.
You know
How
what I
we
mean?
talked about earlier.
Yeah.
A lot of times you got to press and press and press and bump your head and fall and lose, and then you get
Bro,
your calling.
I know this is what I'm meant to do because I hit a point in my career, in this career, where me and Ron had a big studio together, and the building owners did some shady shit, and L&I shut them down and every single studio in the building.
Damn.
So they gave us a 2-day notice to move. Wow. Our whole studio. So I was forced to kind of, I own my building on where I live at, and I was forced to go in my crib. And after like 30 days, I was already popping.
Right.
Clients coming in and out. I got robbed in that joint.
Damn.
They took everything. I'm talking about cameras, memory cards, monitors, microphones.
Wow.
Everything from music, all my video stuff. So I didn't.
So you had to start from scratch all over.
I quit.
Okay.
And the one thing that saved me is some dude got my email from one of my old clients and like met me and thought I was just a thoroughless bull and wanted me to do his wedding, bro. So he emailed me and I told him, I was like, look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really into that no more. I don't have no gear. I told him the little spew. I got no gear, nothing. He was like, look, I can pay you in full today.
Nah.
Damn, that's
Nigga,
dope.
I took that check, bought me a camera, did his wedding.
And the rest is history.
I'm here.
And the rest is history. Ain't that funny how your name was still ringing bells time later, right? Sometime later, because this is what I tell people all the time when I have a
It was months too, because I was lost. I didn't know what I was.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like your name, a good name is better than gold, bro. And that's what matters. What people don't understand is you're burning bridges and you're tarnishing your name. You're fucking up future projects.
Hell yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And so if you're selling pens, bro, be the best pen seller you can be, because that your name's attached to that. Years down the road, there could be a company that wants to invest in you, and they remember, what you did in the past.
That's big, because right now, there's a company I do work for. Tomorrow and Friday, we got to go to Aramark, and what they do is they're interviewing and preparing high school students for the interview process as adults.
Okay.
Because like y'all already know, an interview is daunting for adults, let alone a student who's never had a job. You
Right.
To a complete stranger with your resume. You're already not sure of your resume and all that
Okay.
stuff. So, that's what we doing with the kids, prepping them. And I never had any of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I take pride in everything I do, man.
As you should, as you should. And another thing, this is what I wanted to ask you. When it comes to the UPenn, that's a prestigious school. How'd you get involved with them? Like it's not, and I'm not knocking any other college, but UPenn is Ivy League, Poppy,
Ivy League.
right? And I got a buddy of mine that just, his kid went in there. He's working 12-hour days, 7 days a week to keep his child there. The tuition is outrageous. How'd you get linked up with that? That's special to me, man.
Again, my man, just to shout out my man Ron Pichardo from Swagger House. He got Swagger House tattoo. He also has a run club.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah.
So I used to do all the media for the run club, and one of the runners was in charge of the Upward Bound program, and we just struck a relationship. And the whole time I didn't know that he was, I guess, interviewing me for the job or whatever.
Without you knowing it.
Yeah, without me knowing it.
You never know when it's an interview,
and
bro.
He knew about my story, like me being locked up and me turning my life around. He knew about the kids that I mentor.
Dope.
He knew about the program. At the time, I didn't have my program yet.
Okay.
My drone program, I was shopping it around. It was called the MVP program, music, video, and photography.
Nice.
I was going to teach kids everything that I know about the
And that's taken off, hasn't it? It's drones now is the way to go, right?
Man, dude, it's
Yeah.
Bro, it's so much shit that I got a company right now that pays me to put my drone in the sky to record traffic patterns. I don't have to edit. I don't have to email them footage or nothing. I put my drone in the sky. They satellite takes control, and they record through my drone.
Wow.
That's dope.
Traffic
That's
patterns.
dope, and
I
that's a
had to
career.
Go out to not Pottstown, Pottsville, and they were building a new Wendy's along a highway, and they wanted me to go out there at a certain time so they can know what side to put the drive-through.
Dope, man.
Oh, that's
that
crazy.
It doesn't mess with traffic and all that. You know what I did in the half hour I was there?
Yeah.
I went into the McDonald's across the street, bought me some fries, because I don't fuck with fast food like that.
Right.
And I went to the car, smoked the L, nigga.
Why your drone was up in the sky doing what it does?
$500.
Lord have mercy. Young
No
Bucks,
editing.
listen to the man, Young Bucks. If you
No
want to get
editing.
into a
No
good
editing.
career, the drones, that's where it's at, man.
Drones, they use drones for search and rescue. They use drones for roof inspection.
For the fires and
real
shit,
estates,
yeah.
For movies. You can just, you got people that'll buy random drone shots of the city.
The Eagles Parade. Didn't you do the Eagles Parade also?
No, that's
Yeah,
a
he
whole
did a
other
little-
story.
he did a little bit.
I did something for the Super Bowl night.
Okay.
We won, but you know,
Broad Street or Frankfurt?
Frankfurt.
Okay.
Yeah. I did
you with Brown, you was at Broad Street,
Yeah, I
right?
was.
you
I
was
was out
Frankfurt.
there with him.
You
on
was with him,
Frankfurt,
okay.
And it was wild out there.
Yeah.
He threw his drone up in the sky and let it do what he do.
Yeah.
And then he did like photos and some film. It came out nice and dope. You could go on his page and.
So Brown,
see
hold
all
up.
that.
I gotta ask you, are you getting involved with the drone company
Well,
now?
I got a drone, a real good one. Of course, my
Yeah,
man,
he do got a
he
nice
talked to
drone.
me a few times, but
Okay.
again,
Come on,
Brown is
brother,
Brown.
that-
You gotta kind of slap me around a
that's
little
all
bit, get
good.
me started.
A little
but I got a
motivation.
good drone that I got off my man Knox. Knox, he
Shout out to Knox.
donated a drone to me, and
Nice.
this guy right here, he's gonna put me on.
It's
you go.
easier than what people think, man. It's easier than playing a game. It's easier than playing Pac-Man on the.
What's the average price on the drone? What would you say?
Well, it depends on what you need it for. Like right now, you can get a good entry drone with good 4K footage that you can sell to any business for promotion. Like $900
Okay.
to $1,200.
Not too bad. So this is something that will be taught at UPenn?
Well, no, this is my own. This is a program. This is a program that I teach through the city of Philadelphia.
Okay.
And it's geared towards 17 to 34-year-olds in the Strawberry Mansion section.
Oh, okay.
What I teach at UPenn is actually everything that I do, digital media. I teach them about content creation, photography, videography, drones, and making clothing, and then how to take everything to make content, promotional content you can use and sell.
Nice. Nice.
That's dope.
That's very interesting, bro. Again, I keep saying it, and I hope I'm not sounding boring, but your story is phenomenal, man. With the team road, Reggie. I mean, everything that you're doing. If we have more people like this that at least try to do something, because you're not gonna be successful at everything, right? You're gonna. It's always things that you want to accomplish, and then you bump your head, you lose, but you gotta press on. This is what I try to teach a lot of people. I got nephews, I got nieces, and they're always giving up on things, and I keep telling them, you keep giving up, somebody else is gonna pick that up. And that's what happens. Sometimes you might have an idea and you speak too much about it, and guess what? Your ops, you know what I'm saying? Your ops pick it up, and now you know. Now you have a competition out there that you created. So what you're doing is very, very important for the youth. A lot of people that are going to watch us are going to reach out to you. And if anybody want to reach out to Marks, we're going to have the link at the bottom at the end, and you can reach him and give him business, man. He's a Philly native. He's one of us, right? He comes from the same neighborhoods, right, Brown?
Yes, sir.
He comes from the same neighborhood.
He from the same neighborhood. We from the hood.
Right, HP. You know, we had a conversation earlier, and Marks said to me that Hunter Park is North Philly. Brown, is Hunter Park North Philly?
Hunter Park is North Philly.
Marks,
I don't see why people gonna say
I've
it's
never heard
not.
anything different.
Well, I brought this question up once, and people were down. No, it's not North Philly. It's Hunter. North Philly starts at Erie, and I don't understand why people say that.
Hunting Park is a part of North Philly. You know how many times somebody asks me where I'm from, and I tell them, yeah, I'm from North. Then they be like, what part?
Right.
Hunting Park.
Right.
So my question to that is, if Hunting Park is not North Philly,
What is
it
it?
Northeast?
Right.
Oh, nigga.
All right, so it's North Philly.
I'm not trying to claim Northeast, bro. I'm from HP.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's North
I'm
Philly.
from HP.
Because it's not
Listen,
Northeast.
You know
Right.
what's the border of the Northeast and North Philly?
Would it be Oxford?
Alany.
Oh, okay.
Alany.
Okay.
Alany from Rising Sun up is the lower Northeast. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then when you get to Oxford, then you're in regular Northeast. Then when
Okay,
you
okay.
up there around Cotman,
then
you're in the Northeast.
Okay.
Northeast.
Okay. All right. So it's settled. Mark settled it. All right. I don't want to
settled
argue
down.
about this no more. People, because what happened was I had a good friend, rest in peace, Eddie Best. He was from West Philly.
Okay.
And every time he would talk, he said, "No, you're from North Philly." And I say, "Well, I never say North Philly. I just say Hunter Park."
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
if I meet somebody that's not from Philly, I'll say North Philly.
Okay.
You dig? Because it's like, all right, you know, they don't know, but they don't know the neighborhoods because Philly is a city of neighborhoods. But if I talk if I talk to somebody from Philly, I'm gonna say North Philly.
It's
You know what I'm saying? It is
crazy.
what it is.
Absolutely.
It's crazy how geographical.
It's
Philly is.
crazy.
My girl's like that. I mess with her all the time. She live in West Philly.
Okay.
Okay.
But she literally lives. Everybody know that the Philadelphia Zoo is where?
West Philly.
No, North.
33rd and Girard, ain't it?
No, that's considered North Philly.
Really, bro?
It starts Parkside on over, which is like Parkside, then it's like 40th.
Yeah.
That's West Philly.
But I thought that was Mantua. Where does Mantua start?
No, that is the Mantua.
That's Mantua, but Mantua's West
Mantua
Philly.
is West Philly. But it starts at Parkside, which is literally.
So it's both. Is it both?
like
Is it half
North-
and half?
No, Mantua, West Philly. Mantua is in West Philly.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Isn't the zoo in Mantua?
No, the zoo ain't Mantua.
TC
North
Brown's
Philly,
yo,
bro.
Philly is a city of
crazy?
neighborhoods. It's nuts, yo. It's crazy.
I mean, you know.
So what does your girl say? She says she's.
She from West Philly. She just get mad. I tell her that I be fucking with her. Man, you from North. You right down the block.
She's like, nah,
yo,
I'm from West.
people take that shit serious.
Yeah, if you from a certain place, you want to be from
Because
a
I remember
certain
one
place.
time we were having a conversation, we was all bugging out, and some boy was like, "Yeah, I'm from Philly." We were like, "Where you from?" He was like, "Well, South Jersey, Cherry Hill." Nah, nigga, you ain't from Philly, because you know South Jersey, they claim Philly, right?
Yeah, you already know.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? So
Yeah, but
we share our teams with them. We share a lot with South Jersey, so we give them a little pass. But at the end of the day, if you from Cherry Hill, you from Cherry Hill. You're not from Philly.
Hill.
But Philly is literally the only city that don't shout his own state out. When you ask a
That's true.
motherfucker from LA,
PA,
where
yeah.
you from? I'm from Cali.
Yeah.
When you ask a nigga from Dallas, Houston, where you from Texas.
I never thought of that.
Pennsylvania.
When you, never.
Never.
When? Who have you heard
PA.
like that, bruh?
I'm from Pennsylvania. What up?
I'm from PA. Nah, what to wear? That's true. That's a solid point, man. I never
Yeah,
thought
you
of
know
that.
what? I never even thought about that. That's
Yeah, that-
Philly, because Philly geographic.
You're right. I never even thought about that.
They want people outside of Philly to know they from Philly.
Right.
yeah.
And if it's a real Philly nigga, he gonna tell you, he could be in Texas. You be like, where you from? I'm from North.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm from North. And then they'll tell you the street. Too. I'm from Cambria Street.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
then-
They'll tell you-
he gonna tell you he from North and he gonna raise his eyebrow.
Yeah.
What up?
Like, damn.
What up?
Like, bro, I mean,
It's
That's so
cool,
real.
dog.
That's real. That's real.
Let me ask you something, Mark. So, you was telling us earlier that you was into the rap music and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
You did music, you recorded songs, you did videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the music that's out today, like the sound of it?
I ain't gonna lie. I like some of it, but a majority of it I don't like.
Okay.
and not to be, you know, to get on the same topic everybody else is, but like the Kendrick and
Drake. Right.
beef.
Yeah.
I always been a Drake fan.
Yeah, yeah.
I always been a super Kendrick fan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I've been a Kendrick fan since when he was with Black Hippie.
Oh shit.
And the
So you
music-
Kendrick, you team Kendrick.
Yeah,
You team
like-
Kendrick.
He likes both
Right.
of them. He likes both of
I
them.
like both of them.
Yeah, yeah. They both
But
good, bro.
The music that Kendrick was putting out was phenomenal, and I loved it because it put me in the mood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like what everybody else doing, and it's not what he's doing now. It
Right.
wasn't hate music.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right,
It's different
Like
now.
not I don't want to say hate music, but
More battle.
like this is like I would have never like if you'd have asked me 5 years ago what would be Kendrick's legacy, I would not tell you it'd be a diss track. To
Yeah, yeah. I feel you.
Right.
I feel you on that.
Yeah,
And his
he-
biggest is that the biggest song that the one that
Kendrick
Yeah,
has.
that's what
So-
his legacy will be. Like Kendrick, yeah, that's the boy that went against Drake and killed him.
Right.
So
It's not gonna be. That's the boy that came out with the song "We Gonna Be Alright."
Right. I got you.
Yo, he got this track that he did like 10 years ago called "Rigor Mortis."
Fire.
crazy.
You know,
I'ma
I'm not a
listen to
big
that.
fan. I'm
I'ma
gonna have to
to
do a little
listen
more
Before he signed-
research.
I'ma have to
Before he
listen to
signed
that.
with Dre, and it's crazy because the project that Dr. Dre heard that put him on to Kendrick was Kendrick's very last project because he said he was done with rap.
Oh shit, that's crazy. So talking about that, now that you even bring that up, you know, with the Drake and the whole Kendrick thing, do you think that because Drake started beefing with him, it kind of boosted his career? Like
Boosted
it kind of
career.
it boosted Kendrick.
Brought his
Lamar.
career back. Brought his career back.
Nah, because he was already winning mad Grammys.
Right.
He already had Grammys for his old albums.
But he wasn't
the only
active
thing,
He
the only
wasn't
thing
active.
He wasn't. No, not that he wasn't as active.
as active.
Cause I feel like he's more known now.
Because his releases were more strategic, as of Drake's releases are just volume.
Right.
He's trying, but he's in different industries. He's in the street. He's in the pop. He's in the Latin world. So he's putting out all these albums, and it make you think like, damn, this boy working all crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And he is working. Not to take that away from him, but he's working in different. I don't want to say genres, but different fields. Of
Like sectors. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
know
you.
what I'm saying?
I got you.
As opposed to Kendrick, who you know don't do a lot of features.
He just takes his time and makes sure that what
Yeah.
it's
He's
significant.
more methodical with his
That's the
releases
word.
than-
That's the word.
He's more methodical with his the releases and strategic than Drake is.
You would do you wish he would have came out more? Because sometimes as
I would
artists,
definitely wish
Right,
he came
right.
out with more projects.
Okay.
Like like I told you before, I'm an impatient ass nigga. I don't
Yeah.
like waiting.
right,
Same.
right.
Like I'm good. Like the Game of Thrones had me mad as shit.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Game of Thrones. Brown, did you watch Game of Thrones,
No,
Brown?
you know what? Actually, I never watched Game of
Killer,
Thrones,
you
bro.
gotta
I
watch
could
it,
never
bro. You
get
gotta
into
watch
shit
it.
like that, bro.
Bro,
It's
listen
like
out.
I can't, man. I don't
Look,
know what
look.
it
The
is,
first
bro.
time my man was telling me, I said, "I ain't doing that dragon shit." He said, "Bro, stop with the dragon." I said, "I heard it's dragons." He's like, "Watch the John." I'm telling you, after the third episode,
You was
give
in
it, give it time because it could be a little slow.
Like, I was hooked after the first.
No,
when
what
they
was
killed,
the young
they
boy?
killed the main character in the first.
No, what was the episode when they pushed the boy out the window?
Oh.
Brown, when I tell
made
you, Brown,
cripple.
but yeah, they
Made
became a cripple, Brown. And we getting off topic, but listen, watch Game of Thrones, bro.
This show
Watch
is
Game of Thrones.
crazy because they warm you up to a character and be like, I like this nigga.
Gone.
And they kill him.
Gone.
Damn.
Fast, hurry, bro, hurry.
fucked up though.
That's the way,
Yeah.
but that was the medieval times, killer.
Yeah.
That's how it was. It was cold. Yo, check out Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Check out Game. I got a question for you, Marks, and this is something that I really want us to dive in. I want to discuss street code and hip hop, right? Because we love music.
As far as what?
As far as I'm gonna give you the example, Little Durk. Do you think that Little Durk was right for allegedly trying to hire somebody to give revenge for his man that died? Now, do you believe that he should have just said, you know what, let bygones be bygones, let me focus on this music? Or because of the street code, he did what he was supposed to do by getting back at the ops? What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, if that's the life they live in, then I don't live that life no more.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
But if I put myself back
In the street
that
life, right.
Oh, he 100% right.
Right.
I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. I'm not going to be out here, yo, kids, don't do.
Right.
That's the life you're living. Those are the choices you're making.
But not to cut you off. But does a person with that responsibility, as far as an artist that has worldwide viewership, right, has children, can he still be a street dude and do that?
All that is negated because you're still living the street life.
Yeah.
Right.
How many times has a person gone against their own family? Fuck the public in their opinion.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care what a nigga think about me. I don't care what my peoples think about me. But everybody ain't like that.
Right.
You understand?
You're cut different. Right.
Yeah, and some people, they can't grow past certain situations. Little Durk in that situation, allegedly he couldn't.
Right.
I mean, if that was what he
Right.
did.
Allegedly. I'm
But
glad
I
you used
don't
that word.
blame him.
Right. Yeah,
I don't
because
blame
it's
him at
tough.
all.
It's tough because in one hand, people, like you say, you don't care, but some people care about the words of, well, you're not gonna get your lick back. You know, they smoked your
That's-
phone.
You
gonna lay that like that?
Right.
But I've never, and I pride my, I've never been a person to give in to peer pressure.
Right.
Ever.
That's why you're still around.
I don't let nobody control me. Any fuck up in my life was 100%.
Your decision, right?
Yeah.
You didn't allow the people to put shit in your ear, right?
Yeah,
right.
I'm not easily influenced. I think for myself. I'm actually a critical thinker. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I like to think for myself. I want to know why shit is the way it is. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yo, my man. What's up with that hat you got on right there, bro?
this is the Team No
I
Reggie
fuck with that,
joint.
All
John.
right, people, you gotta get the Team No Reggie.
So-
Look it up.
Let me ask you a question real quick. If somebody needed some artwork from you or like some designs or anything like that, because I see the hat, this shit is fire. How can they contact you, and are you like open to
Yeah,
work for
definitely.
other people and stuff like that? As
Whatever.
long as the bread is right?
Like, yeah, long as the bread is right and create.
I'll be there all night.
Yeah, long as and everybody working and we're around role players. I don't like to just be around people. Just
Yeah,
wanna
right.
Be around.
I feel you.
Absolutely.
Like if everything's done with a purpose, I'm good. I work with anybody. It doesn't
That's
matter.
dope. That's good. That's good to know.
That's good to know, man.
Like I tell people all the time. Like one week I could be in a church, and the next week I'm in a band though.
Right. Right.
I'm working.
Versatile.
That's how you do it.
Versatile.
So it don't matter where I'm.
All right. Well, let me ask you this: what is on the plate for the future? Any new ventures? Are you working with new people, new artists? What do you got? What do you want the world to know, to keep an eye on, that you have working that you're excited about?
I told y'all earlier. I just had my documentary on PBS, and I just finished my second documentary on the displacement of senior citizens in Philadelphia.
Okay.
dope.
Okay.
And the homelessness among senior citizens.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a problem until I started filming this documentary. So that's one thing that I got together with this nonprofit film company in West Philly called Scribe Video Center. They're really big in the nonprofit center. They do a lot of work with WHYY and PBS, and they're a big reason of why my documentary got aired. On
Oh, that's fire, bro.
Dope.
That's fire. That's fire, bro.
And then this past weekend, I kind of like Brody my way into the Philly Fashion Week. And literally today, I had a meeting with the Philly Fashion Week organization committee.
Damn, that's
Wow.
dope.
And I'm officially on the team.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's
fire,
dope. That's
bro.
dope because, man, you're spreading your wings, brother.
Yeah, you working. You working.
You're working, and people are getting to know your name. So we're real proud of you, man. You're part of the family now, Brown. Brown,
dope.
he's
That's
part
dope.
of the family, Brown.
You familia, dog.
Yo, we proud of you, man. That's a good look, bro. I want to ask you a question because me and Brown do this all the time. Give me your top 3 albums all time.
Rap.
Rap albums.
Rap
yeah,
albums.
I need your top
that's
3
easy.
albums.
And it could be from
Any
era.
era,
Any-
it doesn't matter. Your top 3 albums.
All right, so right away, the first 2, it's crazy. I just realized it's gonna be Wu-Tang Jones.
Really? Which one?
It's gonna be the first one gonna be Raekwon.
Oh, only built for Cuban links. We
Yeah, the
said
purple
that.
tape,
The
the
purple
purple
tape.
tape, yeah.
Bro, didn't we just say that?
Bro.
Classic.
That's a classic.
And I could bang that
All day, every day.
all the way
Absolutely.
I want to say Redman, Muddy Waters.
Okay, that's a good album. I like that.
That's a great album.
Yeah, Muddy Waters.
Muddy Waters.
Forgot about
yeah.
that.
And I don't know. It's kind of 3, man. Damn.
It's so many, right? It's
You just said rap though.
just rap albums. Your favorite. It doesn't listen. This is your favorite. Your preference.
Man, that's crazy. So the Purple.
I mean, you a rapper, right?
Purple Tape, Muddy Waters, and I'll take 36 Chambers.
36 Chambers.
Yeah, that's a question that we ask because we're big on music, right? So a lot of this podcast, we're gonna be celebrating new artists that we had a conversation about the new artists and the old school, and we want to do a section where we discuss somebody that we love. I found this guy named Big X, the Plug.
Oh yeah.
I like him a lot. And now some people
like Big X.
Big X is nice, and people. The argument is that a lot of people that I know, they say, "Well, he sounds the same and he's repetitive." Well, he's young. He's young, and a lot of people need to evolve and they learn from that, right? So a lot of artists that are coming up. Do you agree with artists that say, "You know what? I'm from Houston. I'm from Philly. That's the sound that I have to have." Do you think artists, they kind of lose a little bit with that, with saying, I'm just going to stick to this sound, or should they venture out and try to learn some different styles?
Honestly, it depends on where you at in the country. Because, like music shifts from different coasts. It was at East Coast for a while. Then
Remember
it was
that?
West
Yeah.
Coast. Then it was down South.
Right.
Now it's kind of like jumbled, or, it's kind of like the South, but a little bit of East Coast. Starting
Yeah.
to pop and
Right,
shit.
right.
You got these Benny the Butcher.
Oh.
They killing it with Griselda, Machine,
Right.
and Conway, and they killing it, but it's just like, are they making like super noise?
I don't know if they're killing the charts. So on the underground, yes.
They're more like underground.
Right. On the underground, they're doing their thing.
And they're doing shows and
Yeah.
all that, and then they're making money. They selling merch, and that's where the bread.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's just it's so much different music out there now that sometimes I get rapped out. But if I listen to rap, it'd be the old shit.
Yeah.
I'm listening to, or
Who's a young buck? Who's somebody young that you're digging right now, that you're feeling now?
I fuck with Kodak Black.
Okay.
Kodak, yeah.
Does he, hold up, before you
young
get there,
Dominican.
Kodak back, is he going through something? It seems like
Always.
Yeah, is he
Yeah,
like,
it's just
That nigga crazy.
okay, all right. There's always something going on with him.
There's this Dominican cat I always listen to. I always shout him out, called MRG.
Okay, where's he from?
New York.
From New York, okay.
Yeah, you put me on.
Yeah,
him.
he's
you put
fire.
Me
That
on him.
nigga, he rapping, be singing English, Spanish.
What is it again? What's
MRG.
MRG. All right, we're gonna have to check him out.
From New York, and then another Dominican cat that he started out doing kind of like, I don't want to say emo. He was like a rapper singer, but he actually just found his lane in Spanish Afrobeat type.
Oh shit, that's
Whoa.
crazy.
And he kills it.
What's his name?
His name is Dariel Amant.
Dariel.
No, D-A-R-I-E-L.
D-A-R-I-E-L.
And then the last name is A-M-A-N-T.
A-M-A-N-T.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to check him out.
I got you.
And the reason why I bring that up, because me and Brown are always talking about the up and coming artists, and eventually,
He's up and coming. He's up.
all right. So eventually, we want to interview them, and shout him out
Of
because
course, if we could get him in here, we
could get him in here. You never know. You got to remember when people hear that you're supporting them, they're willing to do whatever it takes, because when somebody's up and coming, in their mind, a lot of times they feel like nobody's looking out, nobody's supporting, and just to give a shout out, man, means a lot. Just like how we talk about our sponsors. Let me ask you a question. What route should we take when it comes to sponsorship? Like how do because we're learning. Me and Brown tell them we're learning.
we're pretty much learning, so we're trying to.
Yeah, it depends
We're
on
all
how y'all
open
wanna-
ears
Right.
to
It
to
depends.
information. You know what I mean?
It depends on what your main platform is going to be and how y'all monetize that platform.
Okay.
Like, is your platform going to be TikTok?
Okay.
Is your platform gonna
YouTube.
be Instagram? Is it going to be YouTube?
So let me ask you this. Let me cut you. Let me not interrupt
Yeah,
you.
you
But
good.
does it have to be a specific one? You can't tackle all that at once.
No, you can, but since y'all starting, you don't want to.
Right.
Okay.
You want to dominate one.
Because you don't even know how to dominate one.
Right.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. Makes
That makes
sense.
You gotta learn
Makes
how
sense.
to monetize. You want to learn how to. There's a lot of stuff you still need to learn before monetization.
Okay.
Like as far as technical aspect, editing, because you don't want to get to this point where your channel's all monetized and the studio go up in flames.
Got you. Got you. God forbid. God forbid.
No, I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
Good example.
And now Fulanito Natalo ain't no
Fulano.
found, and now you
Tío
can't,
Tea.
you know what I'm saying?
Right,
now,
right.
And Fulano can't help you with the
Got you.
with the technical aspect.
Okay.
So once you get the technical aspect down and you learn your equipment, everything else is
Okay.
Yeah.
you watch a
It's
YouTube
gravy.
video, let
It's
me look at
gravy.
this.
Okay.
Like there's strategies and stuff, and I always try to put people. I don't know if you two guys know about Udemy.com.
No.
Nah.
Udemy.com is like a lynda.com, if you ever heard of that. Basically, what you do is you can go to this, it's UDEMY.
MY.
You can go to this website and learn absolutely anything you want to learn.
That's crazy.
About business, creating, coding,
Marketing.
computer, marketing, social media, and you and
great
when you take
information.
these courses, they're not like boring theory. They teaching you book stuff. It's like guys get right to the meat and potatoes.
Right.
It's like me talking to you like, look, nigga, you're gonna go over here, press this button.
Right.
When this come up, you're gonna do this, wait for this, come in the mail, do this, and you're gonna get that bread.
Right, cool.
Nice. Nice.
So if you follow it
That's
step
game.
by step, it's gonna work.
Thanks
That's
for the
basic.
game, man. We appreciate that,
No
bro.
doubt, man. That's,
Yeah, that's
that's how I
dope.
got my
Yeah.
LLC. That's how I got my drone license. That's how I did a lot
That's
of
crazy,
Okay.
bro. That's
So
what's up, man.
that's what we're trying to do, because again, this is our third show, and we really appreciate you coming on, man. So what would be your final words when it comes to the people in Philly, for the Latinos, for the Black community, for the people that are struggling coming up? What would be your words as far as, if you want to do media, if you want to do podcasting, what would you tell somebody?
Well,
What's the first step?
the first step is to take it.
Just take the chance, right?
Yeah. Take a step. It doesn't matter how small, minuscule the step is. Take a step in the direction you're trying to go. And a lot of that, for a lot of people, unfortunately, in our neighborhood, is removing yourself from the people you're around,
Bingo.
because they're not letting you
Shine.
not shine, but they're not letting you get out of your shell, progress, be better, be the best form of you.
Right.
And I used to think that people were like ignorant or just stuck up when they used to be like, man, I ain't trying to be the smartest nigga in the room.
Right. Right.
Fuck, I'm gonna learn off of y'all.
Right. That's such a
I used
key.
to think that was like an ignorant attitude.
Not
to
at all.
have.
Not at all. Because if you look
But-
at most business owners, everybody around them is
That's-
smarter.
Bro, being in business taught me that shit is not bullshit.
Right.
But that's how you got to be.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it took me to be in business, and it took a long time because, like I said before, I was hard headed, and I didn't want to. I'm a vicious. You ask me if I know how to do something, I'm gonna be like, yeah, and I'm gonna go learn. This shit
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
learn overnight.
Boom. And then
You
I'm
already know.
gonna make it happen. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But I've been like that my whole life with everything that I've done. That's actually why I know how to do so much.
Yeah, because
Right,
you apply
right.
yourself.
Yeah, so-
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I apply myself. So.
So let me ask you this real quick, because we ain't got a lot of time. But you have a lot of shit that you do.
Yeah, how much time
So
we got left?
I mean,
Well, no, we go. We got a good 10 minutes.
We
got a
good.
good 10 minutes.
We good,
Yeah,
but
we
I
good.
just
We
want to
straight.
get this joint off.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of shit that you do, bro. And you've been through a lot in life. What would it be that you would change in your past if you could today? Like what would it be that you would change to try to make your life a little different?
I wouldn't change nothing.
Everything's just the way it's supposed to be. It lined
everything-
up the way it's supposed to be.
Bro,
Yeah.
I would go back to prison and everything.
Okay, because you learn from all that. Yeah.
It made you who you are. That's
Because
why.
prison made me the process, not prison itself.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I already knew that I was a man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Nothing's going like I ain't no bitch.
Right.
I stand for myself. I got empathy for other people.
Right.
I'm not a psychopath. I know what I want in life.
Yeah.
So like I wasn't worried about prison, but the shit that I went through in there, like I got beat up by the guards 3 times.
Wow.
I got the process I had to go to when I was supposed to go to boot camp, but then the feds dropped the detainer on me.
Oh shit.
So I had to end up doing
Fucking with the
7.5.
federales.
So that changed my whole mindset. So I start fighting niggas in there. That start getting me hits.
Yeah.
So my 4.5 to 8 years, I had to do 7.5 years of it.
Okay. Okay.
So when I got home, I
Yeah.
walked off 6 months.
Oh shit. Okay.
Bro,
Okay.
I didn't want it to be that way.
Yeah, but it just happened that way.
But I had to go through all that to grow into the person I was. Because when I finally came home, the feds picked me up from state prison because I was supposed to go do my time over there. But they decided that it was too expensive to ship me from Pittsburgh to Virginia Beach. So they released me
Oh shit.
on a Friday with a bag lunch and a pat in the back and said, see you in Virginia Beach on Monday.
What? You had to get
No
up
ID,
there?
no cash. My mom had to drive 6 hours to pick me up in Pittsburgh. The next day,
So hold on, it was your responsibility to do that? That's wild.
and this is everything I went through. I just got out. And they released me right there. All right, I just did 7 years, right? They released me right there. I make it to court, Virginia Beach, and it was a violation of federal probation. I owed them 18 months.
Oh,
They made me do 6 months locked up. Locked me up for 6 months in the courtroom right there, nigga.
Damn.
What?
Nigga, that probably was the first time I cried, bruh.
Yeah, because you just
About
got
whole
out.
head, nigga.
That's wild,
I'm
man.
talking about real ass hot tears, nigga.
That's real for him.
Burning.
The fact that you can admit that, a lot of dudes don't
Yeah,
talk like
nigga,
this.
what?
This is why,
Shit
man.
real,
This shows
Shit
dope
real,
as shit
wow.
because we got somebody that's a real person that's telling you the real shit.
Shit real, dog.
Nigga, and them 6 months were hard. Were the hardest time. Was the hardest time I ever did. More than the nigga. I did time in the Bing, in the hole, and everything, like real time.
Yeah.
Right.
And that 6 months, bro, was the toughest time I ever had in my life.
It's crazy.
I really thought it was me against the world. Nigga.
But look at you now, man. This is why this is such a motivational
Oh, hell yeah.
speaker right here, because a lot of dudes use that as an excuse to keep fucking up, right?
Oh,
and
no,
don't
yeah,
take that the
man.
wrong way, but you know,
No, I
sometimes,
don't.
you know, we put ourselves in certain situations and then we blame others. Where you did the opposite. You say, okay, I got in this, let me get out of it, and look at you now, right? Look at you now, and if he could do it, you can. You got to be strong. You got to have the right mindset, right, Brown? I mean, this is a good story, man. I'm glad you introduced me to this man, man.
Of course, dog. That's my brother right there.
You've been telling me about Marks
That's my
for a
bro,
long
bro.
time. I said, enough's enough. And then I asked him, you think he'll do an interview? Man, Brown was like, man, all day, quick.
Yeah, all day, dog.
Fast in a
That's my
hurry,
guy.
man.
He know how to talk. I mean, he's an intelligent person, so it you know, it is what it is.
I just hope he's on the team now. What do you think? How can we persuade him? We can't pay you
trying to
that
do
much,
that,
Bob.
You sound
our
like
bread ain't that long,
you
killer.
sound like you sound like Joel Embiid when he winked at Paul George.
Don't start with
and
the
bring his fucking ass over here,
Yo, we lost by 50 the other day, Pop.
bro.
Them niggas look awful, man.
Yo,
Joel Embiid need to just go home.
we had that
He need to
conversation
go to
the other day,
sleep.
man.
No, go home,
Go to
nigga.
sleep.
Sell your crib.
He needs some
and
rest,
go
dog.
home.
Something, bro.
Enough's
He
enough,
looks
man. We've
horrible.
had enough with this clown, man. Real talk, bro.
We look like the Dallas Cowboys of basketball.
Oh, Lord. So, yo, you all Philly, right?
Oh, off.
All Philly. All right, yeah, I can't. Because if it would have been so, because we have people that are born and raised in Philly that Cowboy fans. How you do
Nah,
that?
bro.
I mean,
all Philly,
yeah,
bro.
they get down. They never been to Dallas.
I've never been to Dallas. I have no family in Dallas. You
Nigga.
don't know nothing about Dallas.
about
You're a
about
Cowboy
Dallas.
fan.
Bro,
How?
I'm about the Phillies, the Eagles, the Sixers,
Flyers.
the Soul, the Flyers.
Yes, sir.
All Philly.
Hey, everything
You know what I mean?
Philly. Everything Philly.
There's no other way.
Wings.
The wings.
All right, real quick. Best cheesesteak spot in Philly. Cheesecake.
Cheesecake?
Cheesesteak. Sorry.
Cheesesteaks. What's your favorite cheesesteak spot?
Damn.
Where do you eat from when you say I feel like eating a cheesesteak tonight?
You know
Where
what's
is
crazy?
it that you
I don't
go?
even know the name of it, and I go there.
What's the block?
I don't really eat cheesesteaks like that, but when I do get one, the spot right there on Second and Spring Garden.
Oh,
What
Second and
spot is
Spring
that?
Garden.
Second is
Oh, wait a minute. Second and
You mean
Sandro-
fourth? No, that's fourth is Spring Garden.
Is it four?
Yeah, fourth is Spring Garden. I know
Yeah,
the
right
the
across from the Hustler.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually never ate from there. So.
Yeah, the Rossi's
Nah, I
or some
never had
shit.
cheesesteak from
The
there.
Ross.
The Rossi, that's what it's called. Yeah, it's on fourth and Spring Garden.
Seeded bread.
It's getting a lot of traction right now, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's getting a
Wait
lot of
minute,
traction.
Wait a minute.
A lot of traction.
Yeah, bro.
Isn't there like a little shopping center right
Yeah,
there?
right there, right across the
Oh
street,
yeah, I
next
used
to the
eat from
Rite
there when
Aid.
we had the studio over there.
The spot you be in all the time.
So
is
when
there.
we had the studio on
Hustler.
444,
You be at the Hustler John? There's a Hustler John where you can get
Hustler,
whips
dog.
and shit,
Yeah,
chains.
what's
and shit.
that?
Oh yeah, what's
a
that? Stop
lingerie
fronting.
store, you know.
Cabron, I don't know nothing
Put your
about that.
membership out, nigga.
Nah, nigga, I don't even know what y'all talking about. How y'all niggas know about
That's why
that?
you be
though?
out in late night, Pop.
Uh-huh. See? Y'all trying to put me on,
Nah,
man.
that spot dope. That spot right now is getting a lot of traction, man.
I used to when we had a studio on 444 Calo Hill, we used to go
you
there,
go there?
and we used to get cheesesteaks from
Oh,
there.
nice.
Me and E-Tunes, we used to always go there and get cheesesteaks.
How's
I don't
E-Tunes
know if
doing?
it was
E-Tunes
popping
is
back
good.
there.
E-Tunes is
but
good.
I don't know if it was popping back then, but I remember when y'all was over.
I mean, they probably the same people.
Yeah. But I'm a foodie. Like I like to cook everything. I cook.
Yeah, my man get down too, though. He
Damn,
cook.
what
he
doesn't
cook.
he do, bro? This dude
I
does
used
that.
to- you know
I
what's
just
crazy?
list out like 50
No,
things.
listen,
He's still
listen.
going. He a chef
You know what-
too,
you know
people.
what too? I used to do dinner parties.
Yeah. Dog, tell him real quick.
I
Tell
used
him
to
real
do
quick.
dinner parties. I used to have the whole dinner. I'm talking about everything.
Listen
from
to
the
this shit.
drinks to the sauces, everything homemade, everything infused with THC.
Damn.
Yeah, dog.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about
dog.
desserts. I'm talking about I'm making arroz con gandula,
Yeah,
everything
I mean,
infused.
look at the smile on his face. That's all right there, right?
That's his
He said,
happy place.
I used to infuse everything.
Hey, bro, I got people to this day ask me to make them the infused ice cream cake.
So would you ever get into business like that? Like into catering
I,
and shit?
I tried to do it, but it's like, you know, anybody in the food business will tell you, in order to make it successful in the food business, you got to dedicate your life.
yeah.
Yeah,
Long days,
it's
long
not
nights.
easy.
Long days,
Yeah.
long nights, mad sacrifice.
A lot of work, whole lot of work.
And then, you know, I'm already doing that to add that to
Right. That's you need more hours in the day to do that.
Like I even be thinking to do, because I do content all the time. Like, man, I cook every day. I'm about to say, you know, I'm about to just start doing content.
And that'll pop. There's a lot of
I
people
know,
doing
but
that
it's
right now.
just, man, work.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
it's a lot of work.
Everything
Cooking
I'm
it
doing.
and then filming it and then photographing
Well,
it and then editing
yeah.
it and then loading it and then hoping somebody. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Bro, it's right now that I be editing something. I jump up, put something to cook real quick, sit back down, jump up, go back to the kitchen, come back, edit, and then I'm eating in between.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I believe you could do whatever you like. So, you know what I'm saying? I think whatever you put your mind to, bro, Marks, man, this has been a pleasure. Brown, do you have any more questions for the man before we split?
Nah, I ain't got no more questions, man. We pretty much wrapped it all up.
We wrapped it all up. And again, I'm very impressed with you, bro. To be honest, folks, this is the first time me meeting him.
Yeah.
And you left an impression with me, bro, because I want to do business with you, man. I believe in you, not only because Brown vouches, because Brown's vouch means a lot to me. Known the man for 30 years. And if he say somebody's solid, you're solid. And so you're family of the show. You ever want to come up, you ever want to talk, you want to bring guests, you're more than welcome. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Brown, talk to him.
My man, thank you for coming here, dog. You already know I appreciate you for everything you know, you teach me. You come on the show with us. You always, you always been a solid dude. So pretty much that's it, man. I'm glad I introduced you to my man E because, it's a family right now and we trying to do big things on this podcast.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us today. Shout out to Pachardo, Knox, Brown is in here, Marks is in here, Thorough Talks 215. All right, folks.
Lo fuimos.